Welcome everybody to Mothership and the scenario VIBECHETE. We are continuing our mystery quest. Malachi's journal, entry 2034. I'm using this moment of isolation and peace to practice the ancient art of meditation. But God, what the heck? I sat down in some kind of blood and fur. Gross. It got all over my t-shirt. Luckily, I always keep a spare in my briefcase. I'm not going to be able to see any of those majestic creatures with these lights out. I'm going to go back to the ship and get my night vision camera. Malachi out. Currently, you are all in Pleasant Pines, and you are on the edge of their sort of famous lake with genuine wooden dock. And currently, a few of you are recovering from some kind of attack that happened in the water. Billy and Hera lying on the shore side, gasping for breath from being half drowned. Mac, you have seen someone attacking them from beneath the waves. The remainder of you have been just goofing around with this Bungus the Bear, big wooden character with a boombox inset into its chest, which is now currently dressed up wearing Billy's clothes. You have now turned and seen a large figure wearing this necklace of severed hands has emerged from the lake and is charging at you, wielding a gigantic blade. I need a speed test from everyone to see if you are surprised.
Ooh.
That is 37 on a 36 speed. Just missed.
Ooh, unfortunate.
No luck mechanic in.
Unfortunately, sadly, otherwise,
Push the roll, maybe?
I am a big fan of. I would happily house rule pushing a roll, but I promise you it'll be really bad if you fail.
Probably not worth it.
My favorite mechanic of any game is that Call of Cthulhu pushing a dice roll is, just let people make things worse for themselves. Basically, did anyone pass?
I got a 23, so I passed.
Okay.
I failed. I got 60.
I passed. I rolled 14.
14.
My speed is 42.
Okay. You guys will be able to act this turn. Anyone who failed, simply you are just stunned by this whole thing. You will then be able to activate sort of in the following round. So we are moving into a combat scenario. It's pretty freeform on what you can do. If you played a role-playing game before, imagine you can do an action and you can move somewhere. What you want to do with that can be anything from you want to attack, run, interact with something. It is super duper freeform, not like a hard mechanical, you can do one of four things. This character is charging from the water directly to the three of you, Billy, Hera, and Mac, with the full intention, you would guess, to hit you guys with this big weapon.
And probably add to his necklace, I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, you don't know what they're...
Bloody scary costume, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks bloody
God.
good. Very impressed.
And so I'll give both of you two can take an action, Beatrice and Mac.
I'm going to clap. Wow, this is great.
Okay.
I love this. You're the horror when you watch a horror movie and you're like, oh, this guy's such a fucking idiot.
But absolutely perfect.
I'm a rich, cold asshole who's never really experienced any real danger. I've always been protected and saved and protected over and over again. Like, I've never had to risk anything. So I just don't think this guy would think this is really happening. It's like he's watching some drama in front of him.
I love that. I'm very proud of you for playing up a trope. I'm super into it. And so this is not a hard Mothership mechanic, but I will say you can have one fortuitous moment later on because you've done something which is disadvantaged for you, but is mechanically better for the story and is playing into tropes.
And this token is represented by this.
Oh, one of his 7 hands.
Congratulations. So you can...
I finally got my high five.
So at any stage, if you want something fortuitous to happen directly to you, you can spend your 7th hand.
Okay, thank you, Tom.
So Mac, it doesn't seem like Beatrice is going to be helpful at all.
No.
This largish figure, dripping, lightly covered with pond plants, charging out, brandishing this weapon. And they are roaring, this sort of inhuman roar.
Yeah, I think he's exhausted his teamwork vibe. I think he's just going to run.
Yeah.
And probably, I mean, who is near to Mac in this moment? Hera and Billy?
Billy and Hera are right next to you.
And what are they doing? Are they frozen? Are they...
They don't seem to even really be paying attention. They are still recovering, both coughing up pond water.
Okay. Guys, he's coming back. The bubble guy, he's back.
They both turn as this character is barreling down on them, and this isn't a fake out. It is going to swing its gigantic blade.
Oh, wow. My bros.
I'm doing this in the open. I'm trying to roll under a 50. A 57. It is going to swing, and as they were alerted, rather than hitting Hera in just the back of the head, instead it's going to just bury into their shoulder and go a good few inches in, and they let out a cry of pain, and this creature roars in anger or triumph. They are definitely getting a little bit hurt by this. Right, we're back at the top of the round. Hera is screaming. The creature is screaming. Currently, Mac is screaming. Billy is screaming. It is a spooky moment. What do you guys want to do?
Fucking hell. Bloody hell, that's good, isn't it? Very realistic screams.
So where am I? So are me, Beatrice, and Kirsten, we're together.
You're all on the dock. I think I said maybe about sort of like 10, 15 feet away. The other 3 had dragged themselves out of the water and plopped down onto the shoreline.
Right.
You are not as close.
Right, okay, we're a bit further
But
back.
you have a very good view of Kachow, this creature person in a spacesuit. This vac suit has just smashed their large blade into kind of the shoulder of Hera. We are going to play the looser version. I don't care about a turn order directly, so you guys can just, if someone wants to jump in and do a thing.
How far away is the thing in the back suit right now?
About 15 feet.
Can I try and lob this brick I've been bashing the speaker with at it?
Yeah, 100%.
That is a 28. That's a pass.
A 28 is a pass. Throw in a brick. I'm going to say this will do a D5's worth of damage. So just roll me a D10 and halve it.
That's a 4 in that case. That's 7, half to 3.5, rounded up to 4.
Pout, you throw this kind of largish rock, and yeah, it thuds into the side, and they let out a grunt, and it bounces off. It definitely has hit them, and they have felt this.
Good shot. Strong arm on you.
So you guys are just watching this happen. Oh my god. Could we go back a bit to when Kirsten chucks the brick, and I kind of use that as an opening to maybe like tackle this guy?
Yeah, holy moly! You're
and
used
try
to
and get the sword off him
during an echo ball game, as someone the echo ball has flown past. That's when you would make a tackle, and great, make me a combat roll.
Okay.
So whatever your combat stat is, I will say, because you're using your echo ball talents, add your plus 10 for athletics, because it's just like playing a game.
Yeah. Come on, little Mac. Oh, delightful. A 16.
16? Yeah, okay, sure. You barrel into this person, and it forces them to stagger back a few steps as you have driven them away from Hera. The blade has been ripped out of their shoulder, leaving this horrific gash, which is now absolutely pouring with blood. Hera is not looking in a good way, but you are now sort of kind of grappling with this this space figure.
Why did I do this?
You're doing great. Our remaining docks fellows, how are you going to react, Mashley?
I think Mashley is a bit of a selfish bitch, a bit of a coward. I think she, oh my god, fuck this, I'm getting out of here, and just like starts to run away.
No, this is perfect. 100% you can just begin to run off into the woods.
Into the woods I go.
Love it. Last of all, Beatrice.
You guys are doing great. Get that. Get him, yes. You show him what's for. They look like they're having fun, don't they? It's good fun. I'm looking around at you've run off.
I'm running.
Sweet. Okay. Well, I think we're going to get back to our space-suited friend, and they're not enjoying being grappled.
Oh, I wouldn't have said so, no.
Not one bit. And they let out this kind of roar of fury and rage, this inhuman-sounding noise coming out of them. And they're going to attack you, I think.
That's what I was expecting.
They rolled a 34, and so they do attack. You can take 6 points of damage. They don't hit you with the blade, but they thunk you with the handle of it to drive you off of themselves, and it hurts.
What's your damage, bro?
Just
loves hands.
super loves hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, crunch. They've hit you really hard, but I think they've managed to get you off of them.
Yeah.
By hitting you with this thing. It's broken free of the grapple. They feel strong as well.
Yeah.
Like scarily strong.
Okay.
I'm going to say Mashley is just hightailing it into the woods, having a great time.
Peace.
Is there some kind of dockhouse or boathouse near the jetty?
Yeah, I think I said that.
I think I'm going to sprint towards that. Feels like a better location than just running into the woods and trying to outrun this physically intimidating person. I'm just going to see if the dockhouse is open.
There's kind of like big shutters that come down on the side of this. Again, it has this kind of like rustic wooden effect. Like it doesn't look like it was made all that well. And there's some shutters to one side, but there is just like an open door. And inside there are kind of like canoes and oars. It looks like there's some sort of hedge trimming, gardening equipment and stuff like that, like a big tool desk.
I'm going to run to the door, open it, and try to gesture everybody inside.
What do you shout at them?
I make a non-verbal series of noises and just point towards the doorway.
You are at the door. You can see, it's kind of like dark, a bit, cobwebby and stuff in there, but easily spaced that you guys can get inside. Over to the two of you. Currently, Kirsten is bellowing at you. I think from the people on the jetty, this is only another 15 feet in the other direction. The beach dwellers, you've got like a bit more of a run to make it over. It's like twice as far away.
Oh yeah, I've got a gun. Bloody hell. Get my gun out. Okay. Get out of the way. Get out of the way, Mac. I'll take him down, don't you worry.
He'll have great aim with all the drugs and alcohol he's been doing.
I
do you want to fire your
I'm just
gun?
going to start firing wildly.
Cool. Roll me a combat roll.
That's a 48.
48.
That's not anywhere near my combat.
I'm going to say you shoot Billy.
Not Billy.
Billy, we all loved his music so much.
Luckily, you shoot him in the leg. Pow! It goes straight through his thigh. He drops to the ground, crying out in pain. You didn't injure his music playing arms, so absolutely fine, but super bad.
Sorry, Billy, sorry. Bloody hell, get out of the way. I told you to get out of the way.
Mac, you've taken this like hard hit from this person.
From this figure.
This figure. And
This
they
hand
are
lover.
kind of like flailing their blade around a little bit wildly, even though you cannot see inside of their space helmet. Like you get this anger, this like feeling of like anger and rage coming out of them.
Is Hera still on the ground?
Hera is currently clutching their shoulder. Blood is pouring out, and Billy's lying on the ground.
I think that the strength with which he's like hit me, I think Mac maybe thought, I can take this guy because I took him in the water, and then on land it becomes clear there's maybe a bit of a strength mismatch.
Yeah, a little spooky. I think that's completely fair.
Yeah, so I think he's gonna make a run for it.
Yeah, run towards the boathouse or run to the woods.
I think maybe more people is better than less people.
More people, more good.
More people, more good. I'll run to the boathouse.
Cool. Yeah, so you can I'd say you can effectively make it to the door of the boathouse in this. If you're not doing anything else, I don't need a dice roll or anything on that.
Kind of want to try and take Hera, but I don't know if that's just like not going to happen.
I think I would want a dice roll at that stage if you're going to...
What would it be? Would it be strength?
Strength or speed.
Can I take speed in the studio, Tom? Is that okay?
We've only got speed 2.
I've got some right here. Speed 2, yes.
But yeah, you can definitely.
I feel like Hera's his bro, you know? The bonds of Echo Ball go so deep. Oh no. I was really seduced by my earlier fantastic rolls. I rolled a 44.
A 44?
On my 42.
Oh, okay. So a mechanic that we've not explained so far is if you ever roll a double, you get a critical. If it is within your skill check number, so your total is 42. If you rolled a double 0,
okay,
which counts as a 0. If you roll an 11, a 22, a 33, it's a critical success.
Cool.
If you roll a double when it is not a passing skill roll, it's a critical fail.
Oh.
I'm going to say that right now you manage to grab Hera's arm and you do start running towards the boathouse.
What are you going to do later, though, Tom?
I think last of all...
Don't move on.
Has everyone had an action?
Yep.
You have made it to the boathouse, and you dragged Hera's armor with you. But as you turn back, you can see Hera isn't with you, and this character is now hacking Hera up, and as you had gone to drag them away, had cut their arm off, and you are holding the severed arm of Hera.
Oh my god.
This sounds 100% like I want a fear check from you to see if you get any more fear, and probably there's going to be a panic roll.
I think so. That seems about right.
60.
60, right on the money.
Great. So that's a fail. You can have one more panic.
Thank you so much.
And then can you roll me the D20, the panic dice?
Love that. 4.
So you have failed on a 4. You rolled under your current stress, and you are overwhelmed. Your minimum stress is now increased. That's not going to matter because we're not playing a campaign. But for the next 7 minutes, you are overwhelmed. This is all way too much for you. You can easily hide in the boathouse, but it's up to you how you want to play mechanically being overwhelmed. It's just a state of mind for the next 7 minutes.
Okay.
But yes, you are holding on to this severed arm.
He just drops it and is like, oh my god, dude, I'm so sorry, dude, I'm so sorry. And he's just like apologizing to the arm like it's still his friend rather than a severed arm.
Oh my god, I love that.
And is just like blubbers for a bit. It's like, I'm so sorry, dude, I'm so sorry. I tried.
This figure is now just like hacking into, with like blind fury, is hacking Hera's now corpse to pieces.
He's like so freaked out that like he just can't compute it anymore.
Yeah.
And he just gets up and just books it straight to the tree line. And he just wants to see if he can get back to the ship, see if he can just get out of here.
Cool. Absolutely perfect. I love that.
Overwhelmed.
So, Beatrice, you've still got your gun.
I'm still shooting.
Pow. Do you want to give me another gun roll?
Let's try it. And that is a 93.
93.
Wow.
I'm very bad with this gun.
Yeah. 93. Pretty bad.
I shoot Benny again.
I will.
Oh God.
I'm going to give you a little bit of a story choice here. Either you're going to be out of ammo, or you're going to shoot Billy.
I've shot him once already.
Yeah, he was just managing to stand up.
Bloody Billy in the way again.
So I guess you're shooting Billy.
So, pow, his other leg.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Sorry, Billy, I don't know why it keeps shooting you. Sorry.
Blammo, yeah, you have 100% shot Billy a second time.
Shit.
Yeah, the other leg. And he lets out a cry, bro! My legs! Ow! And he drops to the ground. Doesn't look like he's going to be going anywhere anytime soon. Is looking in a bad way. He's blood is kind of soaking into as the water from the lake is gently sloshing up against the shore. Over to Kirsten. You've seen two people run away. Apparently, Beatrice is just into shooting Billy's legs, and you all stood kind of at the relative safety of the boathouse, and there is just a severed arm lying kind of real near the door.
If Mashley and Mac are both run off into the woods, and it looks like Beatrice is just standing there shooting Billy. Gonna run over to Beatrice, grab him by the back of the collar and just try to get him out of there.
Okay, sure.
Otherwise, I think you're just gonna stand there and keep shooting Billy until one of you dies.
Does this seem like you'd want to go with this, Beatrice? Would you be dragged away?
And just go with the flow.
Okay, I think I'm not going to require a dice roll or anything on that. I think you can drag Beatrice, who lets off another couple of wild shots, and you see them splash
Put him out of his misery.
once or twice, into the lake. And just as you kind of disappear into the tree line, you have one last view of Billy trying to get up and almost execution style this character swinging their huge blade and chopping Billy's head off. And their headless corpse flops down, and you guys are gone. For the movie edit, it'll be you guys getting dragged on in to the tree line. You looking back, you see the blade getting swung, but instead of actually seeing the head getting cut off, the camera would cut over to the wooden bear dressed as Billy, and a blood splat splats across its wooden face, especially around the neck. And so then we can lower the rating to maybe a 15.
Great idea.
Nice.
So I think we'll move over to Mashley. And Mashley, you've been running for a little bit longer than the other guys. Not that much more, but a little bit longer. And you're super duper lost going through these woods. And how panicked are you, would you say? How?
I mean, I don't know that anyone's dead yet.
You've heard some screams and some gunshots.
Yeah, I've heard screams and gunshots, so I am freaking out, but not nearly as much as these guys.
Actually, I think this is perfect. So you don't know anyone's dead yet.
Yeah.
I love this. And you run forwards. The ground is now more and more covered in these pine needles. Prickly, needle sharp, super dry pine needles. Before, not so much. And you've made your way to these colossally tall pine trees. And it is this ring of, maybe a dozen or so of these maybe 100 meter high pine trees, which kind of make up the logo for Pleasant Pines itself. It's this ring of trees with Pleasant Pines written across. buried in almost every single one of these trees are these huge metal spikes. And on each of these trees is a body.
Oh, fuck.
People have been impaled all around in this circle, a few feet off the ground. They all look like they're wearing kind of fancy clothes. They all look like they're kind of about the same age as you. Every single one of them is missing both of their hands. You can gain some stress.
Okie dokie.
And make me a fear roll, I reckon.
But do I immediately, could I not think that they might be the, like, animatronics? That's right. That
Make me a
from-
fear roll and see how this looks. But I'd say it's quite a startling thing to
I mean, yes, that is true.
Come across.
What's my fear roll again? Both of these? Oh, yeah, okay.
You have a fear stat.
I rolled an 86, so I failed.
Ooh, okay, right. Roll the d20 panic dice.
Panic.
I got a 9.
What's your current panic level?
Is 4.
Only 4. God, you're doing so good.
I'm very
Yeah.
chilled out right now. Taking a little Xanax.
Okay, yeah. You don't super freak out there, but there are, maybe a dozen or so of these bodies, each stabbed through their body, hanging from these trees.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck? I think I will go up and, like, very gently touch one of the faces, because I'm not sure if these are one of those models from before or if these are people, because still a part of me is thinking, is this a fright night? It's because I don't know anyone's dead yet. So part of me is holding on to the fact that maybe this is all like an orchestrated thing. So I'm like checking.
How well do you know meat?
I'm like a vegetarian, so not very well.
These could be really convincing fakes,
Okay.
but you would maybe guess. These seem like they were people.
These are people. These seem like they were people.
Well, they're dead now.
Okay, all right.
And when you're
okay.
dead, you're no longer a person
Okay,
in
yes.
space.
That's true.
That's the rules.
Space
I don't make the space rules.
Okay. Okay, so I touch it and I realize it's an actual dead person.
You touch it. This severed hand, impaled corpse on a tree. You look up, and it just so happens the one that you managed to choose. It looks like it's been here for some time. It's kind of been like a little bit rotting. It kind of like the smell ain't so good.
Oh my god.
Also, you can see that there is a like in the darkness. You can see there is a flashlight that has been kind of jammed into this corpse's mouth. As you touch it, this thing kind of slowly drags itself out and just clatters to the floor in front of you, turning on in the process and illuminating from below all of these bodies. And
Okay.
they are
Dead.
and they are people.
Okay. I think I would let out a scream.
A scream.
I think I would scream.
I think is very, very well timed.
Yeah.
And it could be that scream which helps you if you all just had torn into the woods. Do you think you'd run towards the scream or away from a scream?
I think I'm still overwhelmed, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he just can't take it anymore. I mean, I feel like Max just seen like one of his best friends like get hacked to bits.
Yeah.
And is maybe no longer trusting in his ability to save his friends.
Okay.
So I feel like he maybe wouldn't
Just-
run towards the scream. I think he just wants to try and save his own skin
Cool.
at this point.
Can you roll me a D10, please?
Sure, I can. Let's say 6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You're just going to be just zooming off at random into just wherever you may end up. The other two of you, Kristen and Beatrice, you also hear this scream. You know that this is Mashley. Would you head in that direction or...
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so you're kind of still dragging dragging Beatrice along by the arm.
Still firing wildly into the bushes.
Still firing just at random into the woods. And you two, you burst into this tree line that is illuminated by this torch on the ground. And you are in the exact same scene. These colossally tall pine trees. On each one of the trees is an impaled corpse. The three of you are now stood there together.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, and I never got to tell my ex, Devin, I never got to show him my revenge body, and I never got to see Daddy die and get my inheritance and go to the Bahamas.
Mashley, it's okay, Mashley. Relax. We're gonna get out of here. Don't you worry.
I never got to tell Yvette, actually, I really like her, even though she is a dumb fat bitch. Oh my god.
I'm sure Yvette's fine as well. Don't worry, Mashley. We'll be all right. There.
Where's Mac? Where's Mac?
There, Mashley. Mac, I thought he was right behind us. He must have run off somewhere.
What the fuck?
Bloody coward. Knew he was had legs of jelly, that one.
Oh my god. Okay. I want to go home. I want to go home.
It's okay. Don't worry, Ashley. Let's
Do you have any pills or something to like take the edge off? I'm freaking out right now. I know you have really good stuff.
Everything I have is with Belvedere 1, but we need to find Belvedere 2. We need to find Malachi.
Who the fuck is Belvedere 2?
Mac. We need to find Mac.
Okay, does Mac have Xanax? It's Xanax 2 is what I'm saying.
We've got some Skittles. We've got plenty of Skittles.
Just give me some of those, please. I'm freaking out. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm also going to take a handful of your pills. Just a full handful and neck them.
Ooh, can you both roll me a D100?
That is a 21.
21.
93.
She's up there.
Woo!
Kristen, it kind of, it takes a little bit of the edge off. You would have preferred to have had some of the booze or drugs that Belvedere had brought. They, were fashionable years ago, not nearly your taste. You're feeling not too bad. We'll get to how this begins to affect Mashley as everything goes a little bit wibbly-wobbly. But yeah, you are, the three of you still stood.
I'm just going to start calling out for Mac in this case. Just start yelling, Belvedere 2! Belvedere 2 and Belvedere 1!
Give me a D10 dice roll. Low is good, high is bad.
Yes, sir, 5.
Okay, you call out and you don't hear anything back.
Okay.
Maybe you might hear in the distance you're being called to. It sounds like it's Kristen, but...
Am I still in my...
I think you've
7 minute
maybe got a
overwhelmed?
few more minutes of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, he's a spooked beaver at this point. I think he's just... I don't even think he knows... I don't even think he can remember where they came in from.
It's like
I think you are heavily off the path.
Yeah.
You are just going
running
through foliage where it's sort of overgrown and a little more dense. That just running at almost random, tripping over a tree root every now and again, and just still overwhelmed, running for your life. The three of you. What is your plan?
Come on, Mashley. Let's get out of here. Let's leave. Let's get out of here and see if we can find our way back to the ship. I'm sure we can. We should call Graves. We can get him to pick us up, and we'll be back home in no time. Just you wait. Come on then. Off we go.
Is it kicking in yet?
Oh yeah.
What am I seeing?
Maybe these bodies aren't dead. I think one of these, the one that had a torch in its mouth. You can see its mouth beginning to open and close. It's gasping.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. Help it. Get it down. Get it down. Help me get him down.
And
It's
with
alive.
its stump arms, it's kind of clutching at this spike that's driven through it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Help it down. Help it, son. Help it pull it down.
It's all right, Mashley. It's dead. Dear, let's go. Come on.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's get out of here quickly.
I don't feel very good. I don't feel very good. I think we should get this guy down.
As you look around, every one of these bodies is now clutching at the spikes through them, and they're all gasping. I think this is I think this is another stress.
Oh my god.
You can ramp that up a little bit. They are all beginning to moan and cry out and looking at their missing
For me as well?
hands. No, this is only Mashley sees
Only
this.
Mashley.
Pillhead Mashley.
She is currently freaking out, clutching at the stumps of these corpses as she's having a pretty bad time.
Oh my god, 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 oh my
Beatrice,
god.
I need you to calm down, Mashley.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh
I'm
my
going to
god.
go and find Mac. Can you calm her down for me?
I'm trying my best.
Figure out which one of those
Kristen, I'm trying
pills
my
are
best.
downers and just give her a whole heck of a bunch of those. And I'm just going to head off back into the woods to try and find Mac.
Cool. Okay. 100% you can head off into the woods. Give me a dice roll to see how sort of lucky. Just roll a d6.
D6.
No, a d10. Sorry, it's all d10s.
2.
A 2. Okay. I think that you will probably be able to, with a low dice roll, kind of pick up the trail. How are you going to try and calm down Mashley?
I've got a little blanket. I can put it around her shoulders.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
It's okay. Just don't worry. Mummy will sort us out. No problem. You know.
What are you gonna do with all the people though? They're all alive.
Well, they're definitely not. They've been here for some time, Ashley. Now calm down. You're having a bad trip, but it'll be over soon. Don't worry. Once it's over, we'll give you another one, and you're gonna be fine. You've been through worse than this, Mashley. I've seen you freaking out, Mashley. Mashley! I slap her in the face.
Okay, I think maybe you can kind of calm her down. I think the blanket, the pep talk.
Slap in the face.
Yeah.
Slap.
Ow,
Your nose.
dude!
Your nose is actually. Just we can put it back. Over here.
Yeah, come on, I just had that done. Be careful. This is expensive.
And in this space universe, that's how having a bad trip works.
Oh, and
it can be
everything's-
just solved with
Slap around the face.
a slap, but you suddenly now see, all of these figures are not moving around so much, but you still don't feel super red hot good.
Okay. I will sue you when we get home for slapping me, but we need to get out of here. Let's just go. No, now. I don't. Fuck the others. Let's just go. Beatrice, me and you. Let's go.
All right. Fuck those guys, Mashley. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, I start dragging him along.
So there are kind of some vague paths and stuff that still sort of intertwine, like the paths leading away from this big group of pines, because they seem like they were like a real like sort of set piece of like going through the woods. Either you can try and follow one of those, or you can just head off at random into the tree line, whatever you think makes the most sense for you.
I think we'll probably follow a path.
Before we go, I'm going to take the flashlight.
Yeah,
From the mouth.
100%. You
Ooh,
can have the flashlight. Do you think you'd remember where you were? If you want to give me like an intelligence roll or something, do you have any skills applicable for finding your way back?
No.
Well, I have piloting, but I don't think that applies to map knowledge, so I'm just going to roll intellect. 58, I don't know where the fuck I am.
And I do it too?
Yeah.
5? Is that that's 5? That's 0. What's
That's a
0?
5, yeah.
That's a
0,
5. Well, then
You
bam,
smashed it.
I have a really good internal compass.
Okay.
And left of the windmill.
You follow along just this random path. You're staggering around for a little bit, and eventually you find a signpost that just points to the entrance. Even though the paths are overgrown, I think because you have this flashlight, whereas Beatrice doesn't. That's how you were able to distinguish
what's
this,
going down.
and that in a few minutes' time you can make your way back over there.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh my God, what about my fucking stupid fat little brother, Malachi? Oh, Malachi. Oh God.
I remember his name.
Oh my God, my stepmom's gonna kill me. Oh God. Oh God, Malachi!
Okay. Mac is calmed down. You've run through the woods, like a whole bunch. you're kind of like, you're coming to the edge, like closer to the actual edge of the dome. Sort of directly in front of you is a service hatch, that like a doorway that leads into the outer ring of the structure. For a pure meta thing, I've got a bunch of locations. You ran at random. I just had you roll a roll. And so you found yourself in front of this dark doorway. It's kind of like this thing isn't dressed up as much to look like this sort of rustic wooden design. It is sort of like heavy, this heavy, slightly rusted metal door that kind of goes onto a spoke into this sort of outer ring that goes around the station. Would you like to go inside, or do you want to completely ignore and...
but you went to all the effort of describing it.
No, you never have to do anything. Go into my special fun door at all. Where
Special murder door.
it's not a special murder door.
Well, I remember the rumor that I know from the podcast.
What is your rumor?
There's something in the air filters that makes people crazy. Crazy. You could do like a flashback thing here where he like remembers it. It's safe as long as we don't enter the access tunnels.
Okay, so that is something that your character has heard before.
And I'm guessing this kind of looks like an access tunnel, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And now I'm piecing it together. I'm like, maybe that guy went into the access tunnels and he got crazy and then started really liking hands. I don't know. I better go find the others. And Malachi! Yeah. I've already lost one friend today. I want to lose another. Well, I don't really know if the other guys are my friends. But God, I love that nerd.
So as you think that to yourself, I think after doing a pretty good job of tracking you, Kirsten appears. Out of the trees, you've managed to track down where Mac has run to, and you guys have sort of run into each other.
I'm going to run straight up to you, put my hands on his shoulders and say, Mac, are you okay?
Hey, yeah, I'm cool. I just got, Hera's dead. Did you?
Hera's dead. Billy's dead. The dog's dead.
The dog's dead.
I think Mashley and Beatrice are trying to find the ship. We have to find Malachi. We have to find out if Yvette is alive. And then we need to leave.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
and find Belvedere 1.
Oh, yeah. What is that guy's deal? Is he like a robot or a human or what?
He's been with the family a long time.
How long's long?
He was there when I was here. I wouldn't be entirely disappointed if we went back without him.
Really? You guys seem tight. He was like a table for you and everything.
He was a table for me. I can get another table. I've got another table.
Sure. Well, don't get used to that. But, sure. Let's, I need to find Malachi, man. He's... Aw, man, he could already have gone into the lake, man. He's looking for the dolphins, you know?
Do I notice the service dog behind you?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you
And
see
this
a
goes
big-
around the entire thing.
Yeah, there's a full ring that goes around the entire station.
Does the lake border on the ring, or is the lake sort of isolated in the middle of...
The lake is kind of... so you have this giant dome. The lake is sort of offset into sort of 1/3 of this place, but there is greenery all around it.
Do you think we can take this duct around to where the lake is and try and find Malachi?
We can't go in there. I think... Because I remember from, listening to this podcast that, there's something in there that turns people crazy, and I think maybe that's what happened to the guy who really likes hands and has to have a necklace out of hands for some reason. I mean, what the fuck is that about?
That's just a rumor, surely.
But, I mean, lots of things seem like rumors, and then you get here and there's, like, dead dogs and, like, the guy with the dude with everything, and then it was his arm, man. It was like a full arm.
How many times has your podcast actually been right?
I don't know, there was like this whole thing about like trails in the sky, and that was wrong. Then there was a whole thing about like pesticides in the water, making everyone really addicted to gambling, and then that was wrong.
Yeah, they were eating the cats and dogs.
They were, and then there was another thing about eating pets, and that was wrong.
Yes.
So,
But this guy actually may have done that.
Okay. As you are listening this, you hear footsteps coming through the woods.
We need to get inside and hide.
A crack.
okay, I guess we have
Motion.
no other choice.
Movement, and it's getting louder.
Okay, we're going
we
in
need
the
to get
hatch.
inside. Yeah, we're going in the hatch.
Okay, we're going in.
As you hear someone approaching you, you manage to, this heavy metal door, you manage to step inside and clang it shut.
But if you start talking about hands, we gotta get out of here, okay?
Deal.
Cool.
It's like a foot fetish, but only a hand fetish.
Instead of liking feet, they don't like hands.
That's right.
It's exactly like that.
Like a hand phobia?
Hand phobia.
I'm going to say you've made it back to the main entrance.
Hell
I think.
yeah.
And where there was this airlock, there is now this incredibly heavy steel shutter has descended over the entire front of it.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay. What the fuck is this? What is this?
Can you just roll me a dice? I wanted to see a bit of just a single D10, please.
6.
A 6.
4.
Off to one side of this gigantic steel door, there is this kind of computer control panel that still seems like it is still going, and there's a figure stood next to it, and you just see like this red flashing light, sort of like illuminating them. You can't really make out who it is, but someone is like tampering with it. And as you kind of slowly creep your way closer and closer, you just hear like, God, how am I going to see the dolphins if the lights aren't on? Oh, this trip was so lame. What the hell? God, I hate this.
I point my flashlight right at his face.
Oh, not in my eyes. You know I need to take care of them, because if I ever become a pilot.
Is that you, dingus? I was just calling out your fucking name. How come you didn't answer?
Gross, Mashley, I don't want to hang out with you and your friends.
Oh, I don't want to hang out with you too.
Why
either.
didn't you turn out all the lights?
Wear some deodorant. Have you ever thought about wearing deodorant?
Oh, it's my natural odor, I've already told you. It's how the rest of the pack can find me. Look, what's going on here? There's, like, all I'm getting is just error messages out of this computer.
Malachi, I don't want to freak you out because I'm your big sister and I'm supposed to take care of you, but basically we're going to die. And,
Of course we're all gonna die.
No, I mean
we're
now.
all getting older. It's entropy.
I mean
I've
now,
explained it.
Malachi. I mean now. We're going to die now. To those Billy and Hera, they are dead. There is a guy with a sword or something like that. I have lost Mac. The creepy guy with the creepy zombie girl, Kirsten, is gone. We need to get the hell out of here right now.
What do you mean?
I mean,
What do you
Listen
mean
up,
there-
Malachi. One of your mates with a fucking samurai sword or some shit is killing people on this fucking mothership, all right? One of your creepy school friends or whatever has gotten out of control and he's killing people.
How do you
right?
know?
he doesn't have any friends. Look at him. Smell him. Do you think he has friends?
He looks like you, except he's got a sword.
What do you mean? My
We have
friend
different
Jose.
parents, okay? His mom married my dad. His whore of a mom.
What the hell? That's gross.
You know it. I know it.
What do you mean a samurai sword?
I don't know.
What did it look like?
No, Malachi. It looked like a big old machete or something. He was chopping first Billy and Hera to death with it. It's serious business. Now, if you're not going to get that door open, get out the way.
What
Get out the way.
era was the samurai sword from?
Oh my god, this isn't any of your Japanese weeb shit, okay, Malachi? Concentrate. This isn't anime. This isn't tentacle porn, okay? This is real life, and
God,
we're
I only
going to
watched
die.
that once. Why do you keep bringing it up? I told you, stay off of my computer.
You leave the pages open when I go and check my messages, okay?
I wanted to come back and just check it out one more time.
Look, can you open the door or not, Malachi? You're good with computers.
The computer, it's just giving me error messages.
Okay, well, can you get help? Can you message someone to come and pick us up?
The whole station, it seems to be on some kind of lockdown, which totally sucks, because I want to go and find dolphins.
Yeah, okay. What about
But
Graves?
now I want to go and see that samurai sword.
No, Malachi, this isn't a made-up fantasy. This isn't some kind of weird, stupid nerd shit. This is real, okay? And if you get your hands cut off, your mom of a bitch mom is going to cut me out of the inheritance, okay? So I need you home with your hands.
What the hell? I've been taking self-defense classes. No one's going to cut my hands off. Look, we can't open this thing. You look at this readout, and although you can go through a few menus, anytime you try and access anything, it just says, exterior docking bay in lockdown, blast doors lowered, control room override, backup generators required.
Okay, well, where are the backup generators?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay, you, Beatrice, come on.
I imagine they're in the complex.
How can you not know? You were the one who told us to come here, Beatrice.
I know, it's good so far, though.
It's not good so far, Beatrice.
I'm having a thrilling time.
Oh my God.
I didn't. Well, listen, I think if we just head back into town.
Let's find a map. Let's find it. We can't head.
That's a good
We can't
idea,
head back into
actually.
town.
It's a
We're
map.
stuck in here, Beatrice. We need to find a map, find the generators, open the doors, and get the fuck out of here. Okay?
Yes, let's
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
Let's do that, darling.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. I could
okay,
do with
Mash.
a drink, I think. I could do with a
Well,
drink.
I've got some more pills, but I suggest we go easy on them.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that again.
Because last time you had a bit of a bad one. And
Yeah, I didn't have a good time.
And a
Okay.
bit wibbly wobbly. Ashley, is the entrance to the park, is there a big map?
Can we look around? See,
Big
there's
park map.
You know, you are here.
You know what? I think you're right next to the entrance, and it's a little bit garbled, but I think I will give you a map. So you have a map that you would read as one part represents the dome, and other parts seem to refer to things that are on the outer ring of it.
Oh, bloody hell. Bloody hell, Mashley, I can't make any sense of this.
I think it might be in like Klingon or something. Can you read it? You love that nerd shit.
Klingon?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I've been taking lessons.
I know.
Well,
I know
Malachi,
you have.
that's why we're asking if you can fucking read it.
Can you read it? It's nerd gibberish.
Look, I'll only read it for you if you say one nice thing about me.
Oh, okay.
But it has to be sincere.
I guess you're not a total body odor, fat, smelly weirdo.
This does not sound like a compliment.
Okay, sometimes you're pretty cool. I guess sometimes I don't hate you.
Nice. Now, can you just describe what that samurai sword looked like? Because I'm really...
God, just read it, okay,
really-
Malachi?
Just because from the description, it didn't sound like a samurai sword at all.
I tell you what, when we get home, I will buy you. I'll buy you a samurai sword.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, if you can just
Okay.
read this.
And you know what? He can decipher it.
Great.
Yes.
Thank fuck.
He does decipher because you are so nice.
Okay. I don't have my glasses on. Sorry. I'm just gonna. Right, where are we?
You can't read the fucking translated one. Right, okay.
This one's in
We've got-
Klingon as well.
So inside the dome, we have the dance pavilion, the lakeside dock, the rustic cabin, and Tranquility Grove. And it looks like we're going to have to go into the access corridors, as there are two backup generators. It looks like a north one and a south one.
Okay.
We're going to have to go back to bloody hell. We can, okay.
What? Bloody hell, what?
She's so stressed out, she's become British.
I'm gone British.
I think we need to get into the, I've gone on weird as well.
I keep losing my
Gosh,
valley.
do you want me to read it for you?
I can keep my accent together.
Oh, really? I'd like to talk to Graves, actually, for a little bit.
I think hard cut to Graves, who's just like listening to music, his feet's up on the dashboard because he's on the other side of the door because you told him he can come, just drinking bottles of very expensive champagne and enjoying the remnants of the cocaine too that was there.
Good
and he's
for
just having a great time, not talking to anyone.
Perfect.
Just absolutely chill.
We need to find a way to get into access tunnels around the edges of the station. And also, that'll get us out of this central area where there's that terrible man with a knife.
Okay.
If we can get into the tunnels, we can find our way to one of the generators. That should be fairly straightforward. Look, there's a couple here and here.
Okay.
So if we can find an access point on
All
the
right.
edge.
Let's just do that.
I think
then.
if we just walk around the edge of the dome, we should be able to find a doorway.
Easy. Fine.
Okay.
Okay, let's do that. Malachi?
You're up for that, Malachi?
Look, as long as we can get the lights turned back on.
Take my flashlight.
Oh, sweet. Well, but I don't want to scare the dolphins with it.
It's okay. Don't worry. They're fine. They're not going to care. Okay, Malachi? They're not going to care.
Dolphins are actually very sensitive animals.
I know they are. You've got the body pillow at home.
Don't talk about Jessica like that. Look,
Holy shit.
we gotta head out. Can we go the direction of the lake?
No, we just came from the lake. The lake is bad. We don't want to go there.
The lake sounds great.
The lake is really bad, Malachi. That's where 2 of the people we were just with got murdered. And we also found these huge trees with like a lot of dead people attached to them who were missing their hands.
Who was it that got murdered at the lake?
Billy and Hera.
I hope the bodies don't scare the dolphins.
They won't. No, they won't.
Phew.
But we can't go to the lake right now, is all I'm saying. Where's my voice going? Oh my God, there I am. We can't go there right now, okay? We just have to not go to the lake right now. Are you listening to me, Malachi?
Okay.
Okay.
Look, I really want to.
I know.
It's the only reason I came here. God.
I know. Okay, let's go. Let's go right now, please, Beatrice. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Back over to Mac and Kirsten. So you have slammed the door, this big heavy metal door. You are now in these sort of access corridors. They run just off into the distance, either direction from where you've come in. And they aren't just purely directly straight. There are sort of like some little bends and turns. It looks like there's just loads of sort of piping and ductwork that all run through these things. They are pitch black. It smells of rust and grease, and it's, although the outside is like fairly cold, in here is kind of like relatively humid and a little bit damp. It is really dark and kind of scary, kind of intimidating. There's sort of like a this just gentle background, like hum of machinery that you couldn't hear from inside, but it sounds like something is sort of running. And where all of these kind of like pipes and ducts and sort of like electrical cables are, there are just like sort of creaks and groans constantly happening.
Is there any way of seeing back outside through the door that we closed?
No, it's kind of like this like solid piece of metal.
Kind of want to wait and just hear if the person on the other side is someone that we know.
You're more than welcome.
I think just waiting for now.
I'm going to use my Batman skills, my sonar. I'm just going to do the dolphin noise and see if I can, like, I don't know, see which direction has something closer.
Map out the corridors.
Yeah.
For the echolocation.
Yeah.
Use your echolocation powers with your...
You
Yeah.
get this map.
So helping you map the whole thing.
And it translates.
Oh, yeah.
100% you can. Roll me a d10.
5.
5. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say you do hear footsteps. You do hear movement the other side of the door. But you also hear movement within these tunnels themselves. And as you kind of like are listening around, you hear this sort of like rhythmic, like clinking and scraping noise. A attached to these footsteps, and it's getting louder from within these tunnels. And you begin to see kind of like into the distance, into the dark. You start seeing like sparks in the tunnels, kind of getting closer and closer to you.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Are we completely pitch black, or do the sparks light up a little something?
You can make out the sparks in the distance. It's a figure that is heading your direction. It looks like they're hitting it against pipework and the sort of like mesh flooring, and it is creating sparks that are kind of like popping up.
No, we have to go. It's going to start crawling in the opposite direction to the person coming with the...
Heading sort of through the tunnel the other way, away from them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys begin, creeping away. You're creeping away the opposite direction but you can sort of loosely make out this figure is coming in your direction, and it's slowly gaining on you. Can you roll me a D100?
That is a 17.
A 17! All of a sudden, a huge jet of steam just bursts out right next to you. Give me a speed check.
That is a 77. That's a fail.
Ooh, this jet of steam, it blasts you, and you can take 1 point of damage,
Okay.
2 points of stress,
Okay.
and you let out a scream.
A scream that kind of mixes with the sound of the steam coming out.
The steam blasts out, blasts into you. It has startled you as you were kind of making your way away from this figure, and this blast of steam hits you in the face, kind of scolds you. You let out this cry, and then you hear this inhuman roar from further down the corridor, and they begin to charge. Their heavy footfalls clanging down on these grates. They know you are in front of them. They have raised their mighty blade up into the air and are coming to attack. And that concludes this episode of Mystery Quest. Again, hope you guys are really enjoying this. This game is super duper fun. We're having a whale of a time. If you do like this, maybe consider leaving us a comment, either down below on YouTube, on whichever kind of podcast streaming service you are using. All of that kind of engagement really helps, and we love to read them. Until next time, everybody, goodbye.